Hello, my name is Angelina Tarquinio. I'm a student studying journalism at SF State, and today I will be interviewing Olivia Winkoop. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Awesome. And today we're going to be discussing how our lives have changed a bit due to COVID 19. How are you doing today, Olivia?
I'm doing good. Just hanging out, really.
How have you been feeling lately due to the current state of the country turning into a whole 180 with COVID 19?
Recently, I feel like I've kind of just accepted it as it is, and I think know what to expect. Wearing a mask outside isn't unusual to me anymore. And I guess it's just different now because of school being online, and I'm just adjusting to online learning, and that alone just has its own challenges.
Do you think you were able to adjust quite easily? I know for some people it's been pretty difficult changing into this new form of living.
I would say in the very beginning, kind of when COVID first broke out and is really starting to hit the US, it was quite a shock for me and I was pretty overwhelmed. I was kind of feeling a loss at first because I was just so shocked and I was scared. I didn't know if anyone in my family was going to get it or like if I was at risk and just all of this uncertainty. I was really nervous. But I think over time, I've just kind of accepted it as it is and just trying to make the most of it.
How would you say you're living in San Francisco now, right? You moved back up here?
Yeah.
How would
hmm
you say the city has done like a good job or an all right job about handling COVID 19?
I think San Francisco takes it pretty seriously. I think in general, though, the city is trying to get a good handle on it. I mean, if you look at the numbers, San Francisco is at a relatively stable uh, point right now compared to other counties around us. The balance between prioritizing local businesses and then keeping the general health and safety of our public in check, because I know that a lot of businesses have been impacted by COVID just because they haven't been able to be open. So I really feel for those businesses, and yet I also want people to be safe. So I think city officials are trying to balance those.
It's definitely been a very confusing time with all of this COVID and learning how to go back and forth and kind of even just understanding what this virus really is. I know it's definitely been hard for me to understand what's true and what's not. Um, how do you feel about the reporting being given about COVID 19?
I think it's definitely a challenging time because at points I almost feel like it's kind of a politicized issue because sometimes COVID wants to be displayed like it's a lot worse than maybe what it, so it's kind of hard to navigate that, and there's just so much news at once. uh, I think it's easy for people to get wrapped up in, especially since we're all just all cooped up at home. So I think it's important to read the news just with a grain of salt and just to take your own personal precautions for COVID no matter what.
Yeah, I think time will really tell. I think uh, in a couple of years, there's going to be a study that comes out that shows the impact of what this time has done to our generation, just with kids having to go to school online and their parents having not the ability to go to work. So, yeah,
Right,
definitely revolutionary.
right. I almost feel like we have not even begun to really understand how this is impacting us. It's impacting a whole future generation of students. It's impacting our economy and just the way we go about life. I think it's really going to change how we just go about in society. And that's going to take years to even understand. So we just kind of have to sit back and prioritize our safety for now.
Yeah, how have you been able to stay positive or keeping a healthy mindset with all of this whirlwind?
I'm trying to use this time to kind of take care of my mental health and try to pursue different hobbies that I haven't had a chance to otherwise. So I like doing yoga. I like expressing myself in various art forms. I like to make music. I love writing. I've also tried to prioritize my studies, even though, I did an internship over the summer. I was taking summer classes. I'm just trying to keep my mind busy.
All right. Do you have any ending notes you'd like to add with your thoughts and feelings due to COVID-19?
I think that we just have to stay hopeful and just keep pushing forward. We can't let this completely stop our lives because it looks like this is going to be the new normal for a while.
Right.
So it's just important to take care of yourself and continue to just keep pushing and um, try to make the most of it.
Great. That's good to hear. You have a really positive attitude, which is what we need right now.
Right, right. That's all I can do, really.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with me today. I really appreciate your thoughts and opinions.